Hey guys, today we have Cookie Monster on tap for the workout. This is an AMRAP of 15 minutes. We are doing kettlebell swings, double unders, burpees, and then double unders again. So as you can see, double unders are going to be in there twice for us. So we are going to need to manage our heart rate so that we can get through a WOD like this. So we have kettlebell swings to start. When we are looking at our kettlebell swings at 20, you could potentially do these at 20 in a row. But you just have to be careful about what is following those kettlebell swings. So yes, we might be able to do 20 in a row, but should we do 20 in a row? Or do we need a quick break and break those up into 2 sets so that when we come to the double unders, we can move straight into the double unders and pick up our rope? Remember what we talk about in the gym? The goal of a WOD like this is to keep moving. So if you do 20 kettlebells in a row, but have to sit there and stare at your jump rope, or you pick your jump rope up and you start tripping up so much because you're tripping up because your heart rate is too high, then we didn't really accomplish a lot with those 20 in a row. So it might be better to break those up into 2 sets with a quick break in between. That'll set you up good on the double under so that you can walk in, pick up your jump rope and start doing your jump rope. With the jump rope, the same thing on those double unders. Yes, you could do 40 in a row, but you sort of have to recognize what your cardio capacity is here. Could you do 40 in a row and then walk in and do 20 burpees? So again, is a quick break there better for you so that you can again move to the burpees and start doing your burpees? Because once we get to the burpees, we want to try to do those unbroken. These ones we can pace in terms of how fast we do them. So instead of scaling our dumbbells or scaling our double unders and kettlebell swings into 2 sets, here with the burpees, we can just basically pace ourselves and go slow and steady on those burpees. And that would be how you want to approach that. Sometimes when I do a WOD like this though, and I have 20, and especially when you're starting to fatigue and that your brain just starts to take over a little bit and is like, I hate the number 20, it seems too surmountable. I will do them in sets of 5, just so I have something to look to. So I'll go 5, then 10, then 15, then 20, but my breaks will be like, take a breath and then go. So just a quick little break just to sort of get me to that one stop point and then go again. So that might be how you want to approach that. And then our double unders again in those 1 to 2 sets. Remember, everything should be you should be able to walk to the next thing and start doing it. If we follow that sort of path, then we're looking at probably 3 to 4 rounds, possibly into the round of 5, if you can really move through these things nice and quick. How we are going to scale this, we talked about 1 to 2 sets on the kettlebell. We can't adjust our kettlebell, obviously, because you only have 1 kettlebell to use. The double, so you're going to break that up into sets that are manageable. The double unders, we are going to go down over here where we're going to look at how we're going to substitute if you are not going to do double unders. So if you do have a jump rope and you think you can't do 40 double unders in about 45 seconds, then decrease the reps to something you think you can do in 45 seconds. Or do 45 seconds of practice. Remember, there is a difference between decreasing reps and practice. Practice is for those people that really don't have good double unders and aren't able to string them together in groups. The reps, so then that would be where you would be going. But if you are putting some double unders together and can string some pretty big sets together, it would be better if you just try to adapt or to change your number to something you can do in 45 seconds and work on trying to hit that number every time. If you're not going to do double unders, you can do 60 single unders, or you can do what we call dot hops, and we are going to demonstrate those with our demo man Max here in just a second. So that is your double under subs. And then burpees, we're going to go over the form of burpees. Obviously, you can decrease your reps. So if you can't do 20 in a row or you feel like you would need to break those up a lot, then let's drop that number rather than breaking it up a lot. Do it a number that you think you can do unbroken or in those little quick little sets like we talked about. You can do your step-up burpees like we practice, or if you're somebody that does the burpees on the bar, we can do those elevated burpees as well, okay? Last thing before I go onto the floor with Max is it is challenge number 1 today. So we are doing our first challenge. All the information should have came to you in an email yesterday. Our first challenge is an AMRAP of 3 minutes of sit-ups. We're going to use this as a benchmark workout so that hopefully at the end we can increase that number. So I want you to grab your family members and try to do this together, make it fun and engaging. But this is an individual effort in terms of your own 3 minutes of sit-ups, and you would put those into Sugar WOD appropriately for yourself, and then enter in the notes how many you guys, if you did it with your family and there was 5 of you or whatever, but your score is your actual sit-ups, all right? Okay, here we go to the floor. We are gonna look at kettlebell swings. This is one where we don't have a lot of interference with our biceps, so we talk about that soft bend in our elbows. So Max is just gonna demonstrate that soft bend, turning a little bit sideways so that you can see his hinge. We talked about this the other day in the video, just making sure we are hinging versus knees first, and we have a soft bend in our elbows. Let's do 5. Good, perfect. Next, we're gonna go to our double unders. Max is gonna demonstrate double unders, and the thing I want you to pay attention to that we talk about in the gym is having our hands just in front of our hips, our arms tucked to our sides, and we are spinning right down in front of our pockets. Max is just gonna do maybe 10 double unders for you to be able to watch that. Kind of turn this way so she can kind of see. So if you watch, his hands are down, low, right by his pockets, just in front of him, and he's standing up nice and tall. If you can't, that's good, you can put that down. If you cannot jump rope or don't have a jump rope, we're gonna do what's called dot hops today. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna mark your floor with tape or with chalk if you're outside, or however you're gonna do this. We've got chalk on the floor. Where you're gonna be, your distance is just outside your shoulder width, so a little bit wider than shoulders. And then how far apart you're gonna take those, or the length of them is gonna be 2 foot distances. So you're gonna put a foot here, mark in the front and in the back, which is what we did there. You have 4 dots, and then all you're gonna do is dot hops. Max is gonna do, let's say, 5 of those. Back and forth is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. If for some reason you can't hop or have impact, you can step those out. Do 5 just stepping them. Use your arms. The more body parts you move, remember, so if you're trying to get your heart rate, use your arms or even keep your arms up. That helps you elevate your heart rate. And good. Lastly, we'll show you a good burpee to the ground, a step-up burpee, and an elevated burpee. Step-up burpee. Watch those feet. Make sure they come up and under you. You land flat, and an elevated burpee. Good. All right, there you go, guys. Good luck. Day 1 of the challenge is tomorrow, or today, actually. Bye.